Hi, Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. I am here with Susan Ellis Saller, and we just wanted to take a minute, touch bases with you, and just kind of feel in to where folks are today. I received this beautiful piece of writing that I wanted to share with you, but first I want to touch bases with Susan. Susan, you are in Austria.
I am, yeah.
And how are you all doing with this really fascinating time we're in?
Well, you know, on the one hand, I feel like there is this, consciousness of what's going on. People are a little bit anxious. They don't know what to expect. They're trying to make sure that their families and friends are taken care of. But I also see this like big shift in just sharing and trying to be there and supporting each other through this time. And a lot of humor, a lot of lightness, a lot of camaraderie and friendship that's developing from this. So, on the one hand, it's a little nerve wracking, but on the other hand, you see people, you see the community, and you see the beautiful part of people coming out of this.
And Susan, what are you doing to keep your vibration high?
Well, one of the things I kind of slid a little bit, we'll say on Friday or Saturday, and it kind of got to me. And then I meditated on it and I thought about it. And I was shown, I have this choice of what I want to focus on. I can either focus on and put my energy into fear, or I can focus on and put my energy into hope. And that was such a big, profound message to me, because one of the things that I've noticed is being so connected as we are right now, it does drain your energy. It can drain your energy if that's what you spend your energy on. But when you're thinking about, wow, this is really an opportunity for me to spend a lot more time with my loved ones, to clean the house, uh, just to do spend the days with my kids and actually sit down with them and take so much more time. So everything has kind of shifted into almost, I want to say, like everything that you've learned from self-help and from the angels, get up in the morning with a grateful attitude, focus on your breath, focus on, what am I grateful for today? What am I thankful for today? My health, my loved ones, having this time with them. So yeah, it's shifting perspective that's given me such a hopeful feeling about how this is going to turn out. And I really feel too like so many of us have been preparing for something and we didn't know what it was. And then this comes up and it's almost like we've been standing at the ready, and now it's time to mobilize and to share and, you know, do everything that we can to lift the vibration of everybody as we go through this.
That's beautiful. Thank you. And just even last night, I totally agree with everything that you're saying about the family time and, just taking time, appreciate what you have, clean the house a little bit. It's just how we spend our time is different now. But last night, before we went to bed, my teenage daughters, and I'm going to say that again, my teenage daughters turned and said, "Mom, I love you so much." And it was like, this is cool.
Mhm.
As awkward and uncomfortable as everybody's feeling, even my daughters were able to hone in on what's really important. And that's the love that we have for each other.
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely the most important thing right now. And maybe this is why we had to shift a little bit. Maybe this is why this had to drop in on us, because we were, kind of train wreck speed in a different direction up until this point in time. And those little things like connecting with your mother in your teenage years, or even for us taking the time to really sit down and focus with our kids, just wasn't something I tried. I'll say I tried a lot to do that, but with th- there's just a different quality to it right now.
Right.
And
Yeah. It was like paying attention to them with one eye on the phone or one eye on the internet, right? So now this is like serious attention span.
right. Well, and it really brings into perspective what is important to you. What are your priorities? And I think with with Facebook or with Instagram or everything like that, it kind of they set it up for it to kind of be addicting, honestly. And so we kind of lost track of our priorities. But with this big, huge shift, it's just like, no, these are my priorities. This is what I want to spend my time on. I want to spend my time on love, my family, laughter, and enjoying what I can of life.
Yeah, that's so true. And I want to share with folks some of the one thing that we're going to be doing because we know some folks are feeling pretty isolated out there. Some folks are being told don't leave your home. Other folks, I was talking to somebody and her friend had traveled outside of Ohio to go visit and they can't get back into Ohio. So Ohio is closed. So, you hear those things and you think, okay, this is really big. Um, so we know some folks are feeling really isolated. So what we're going to do on this Saturday, the 21st at 6 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to have a come to dinner with Enlightened World Network. So if anybody wants to, they can be checking on Enlightened World Network on Facebook for the Zoom link. And anybody who wants to join us in the Zoom room, you bring your dinner, you bring your drink, and we're just going to have dinner together. And anybody can talk and share. And we know usually when you go to dinner somewhere, you take a little something, a little dessert or a little something. So we're just asking, instead of bringing a real thing, that you just bring a story to share. Just bring an anecdote or something that touched your heart, and we're just going to have dinner together. So we're hoping that folks will join us for that.
Oh, that'll be really nice. I like that idea. And that's the whole thing about this. Like, there's so much love being shared right now. Everybody's popping up with the most beautiful ideas like this come to dinner. Don't isolate yourself. Don't sit by yourself alone. Let's share this experience together.
Right. There's no reason to feel lonely in this.
Right.
There's so many ways to reach out to other people. So, and I wanted to share this reading, and it's by Brother Richard Hendrick, who's in Ireland, and it's called Lockdown.
Ah, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And it says, yes, there is fear. Yes, there is isolation. Yes, there is panic buying. Yes, there is sickness. Yes, there is even death. But they say that in Wuhan, after so many years of noise, you can hear the birds again. They say that after just a few weeks of quiet, the sky is no longer thick with fumes, but blue and gray and clear. They say that in the streets of Assisi, people are singing to each other across the empty squares, keeping their windows open so that those who are alone may hear the sounds of family around them. They say that a hotel in the west of Ireland is offering free meals and delivery to the housebound. Today, a young woman I know is busy spreading flyers with her number through the neighborhood so that the elders may have someone to call on. Today, churches, synagogues, mosques, and temples are preparing to welcome and shelter the homeless, the sick, the weary. All over the world, people are slowing down and reflecting. All over the world, people are looking at their neighbors in a new way. All over the world, people are waking up to a new reality, to how big we really are, to how little control we really have, to what really matters, to love. So we pray and we remember that, yes, there is fear, but there does not have to be hate. Yes, there is isolation, but there does not have to be loneliness. Yes, there is panic buying, but there does not have to be meanness. Yes, there is sickness, but there does not have to be disease of the soul. Yes, there is even death, but there can always be a rebirth of love. Wake to the choices you make as to how to live now, today. Breathe. Listen. Behind the factory noises of your panic, the birds are singing again. The sky is clearing. Spring is coming, and we are always encompassed by love. Open the windows of your soul, and though you may not be able to touch across the empty square, sing.
That's so beautiful.
That touched my heart when I read that.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. And it's so true. It's just that, like we were saying, it's there is part of this that's fear, but there's so much good that's coming from it, you know. And we took a walk. I took a long walk with my kids and my husband today. And it was so nice because Mother Nature is out there. The flowers are starting to bloom here. You know, we're getting the apple blossoms and cherry blossoms probably. Um, there's beautiful violet and yellow colored flowers coming up. The barlauch, which is like wild garlic, is coming up too. And so you have these smells and sounds and sights, and you're just like, even though this is going on in the world, that there's still beauty.
Right, right. So the other day in meditation, I heard the words, keep your eyes on me and everything will be all right.
Yeah.
So I just want to encourage all of you who hear the whisper of spirit, all of you who have a personal relationship with your divine, keep your eyes on your divine, keep your eyes on your creator, and we're going to get through this. And we're sending so much love to you from Susan and from I and from Enlightened World. So thank you. Thank you for being here with us, and join us Saturday night, 6 o'clock Eastern. Come to dinner. You take care.
You
God.
too. Thank you, Ruth.